As promised, it is the start of my YouTube channel. And believe me, it's a little awkward standing by yourself talking to a camera, but I'm kind of getting used to it. I'm here in my office. I was just loading up some boxes for the NPC Excalibur, which is coming up here in a few weeks. So I decided that it'd be a good time to launch my YouTube channel. For a lack of a better name, we're going to call it NPC Trey. I'm pretty sure everybody knows how fond I am of the NPC. And in doing this venture, I looked at all kinds of things online. Literally, how to start a YouTube channel, what's the best way to do things, and everything I read, it sort of comes across as me being, or the person being Tony Robbins, like in the motivational speaker, almost like Chris Farley on Saturday Night Live, and that's just not me. I'm real. I figured I'd just be real. Sort of like when I opened my gym and I told everybody the membership was $30 a month, and somebody said, well, that's not the way you do it, Trey. You got to advertise a little better. You got to say it's a dollar a day. It sounds a lot better if it's a dollar a day and $30 a month. And I was just like, look, if you can't figure out that a dollar a day is $30 a month, then I'm not sure I could help you. But I'm getting bombarded with all kinds of questions and what to do. And so we're going to start with a few basic things, and then we'll get into all kinds of stories and tips and details, and I'll probably have some guest speakers on, and we'll do gym stuff and all kinds of things. But one of the things that I wanted to touch on very early on is, a large part of this video was being a prep coach, and the fact that my responsibilities within the NPC and the IFBB just were getting such that prepping people for shows, the perception of it was just that if I'm going to be judging shows, then I need to not have people out there that I'm prepping, and I certainly understand that, although I think I can be very unbiased, and everybody that knows me knows that integrity is very important to me, and I would never sacrifice the integrity of the sport for anything. So, but with that said, let's get into how do you choose a prep coach. There's a lot of things that go into it. I think you got to fit or find one that fits your personality. What are you looking to gain? Are you looking to learn more about the bodybuilding world? Are you looking at something that can help you be more confident in life? Or are you looking at winning at all costs? There are lots of prep coaches out there, and they all have different philosophies. My philosophy has always been to put somebody on a stage at their very best, so that they can have a chance to be on the podium at the end of the night. But my main goal also was to teach them things along the way to make them better in life and successful in life, and that a second place finish or a third place finish wasn't a failure. It was just all about the work and the effort and the journey and so forth. So if I had to give you some advice on how to choose a prep coach, first and foremost, I would tell you to talk to his clients or her clients. See how they felt about their whole journey with that particular coach. The goods, the bads. We're all going to have people that love us. We're going to have some people that didn't work out with us, for us so much, but that's just part of the industry. I think there is an array of coaches out there. Some have tremendous knowledge in the science world. Some have tremendous knowledge in the world of experience, and that's a whole nother topic, experience versus science. I think you need both. I think nothing can replace knowledge, both from the science and from experience. So I will say this, in a nutshell, I don't think that prep coaches, once you get to a certain level, don't know a whole lot more than the next prep coach, and meaning that, guys, at the end of the day, it's chicken and broccoli and brown rice and water and lifting heavy shit and doing cardio. So I think the value in a prep coach is someone that has the knowledge and the experience to look at you along the way and look at what they see in the mirror and make a call. Making the right call is the value of a prep coach, and that comes with knowledge through science, knowledge through experience. That call, there's no secrets down that call. There's no secret foods down that road. There's no secret supplements that we're going to take. There's no secret workouts that we're going to do. It's just what is the right call? And although that sounds somewhat simplistic, that is very valuable. I think one of the things that I have a hard time with are people that pull out the bodybuilding handbook and say, all right, we're going to do this because it's a week before the show and the Monday before the show. We're going to do this the day before the show and such. And my answer to everybody that asks me, what are we going to do the last week before the show? What are we going to do to the days leading up towards the show? My answer is always, I have no earthly idea. I have to look at you and make a call. If you are holding water, then we need to make an adjustment so that when you get on stage, you're not holding water. If Monday before the show, you look amazing and you're tight and dry, we're not changing anything just because it's Monday before the show. So those are my philosophies. I don't think that I'm always right. I haven't always made the right call. I think being a prep coach is learning through clients. I always tell all my clients that I can get you on that stage and literally we'll have a chance to win, but it's going to take me 2 or 3 or 4 shows to really figure out your body. A good prep coach will listen to his client. His client knows as much about his own body or her own body as anybody. So you have to listen to your client, you have to look in the mirror, and you have to make judgment calls. I think that's just part of the game. And so for any of you guys out there that are looking at a prep coach, there's people out there that have wonderful reputations that are prepping people at a high level, and that might not be something that you're quite ready for. There's other people that are newer to the game that might can get you on that stage and get you started down that road. That's why I don't have a problem. You'll never hear anything negative coming out of my mouth regarding so-and-so did 3 shows and now he or she thinks she's a prep coach. Guys, we all start somewhere. And maybe, when I first started off, I only had a few shows under my belt, and I was trying to pass that knowledge on to the next guy or girl and help them, and I didn't know everything. I think a great prep coach is one that admits I don't know it all, but let me talk to some people that are smarter than me, that have more experience than me, and I'll find you an answer. So I think we all start somewhere. I think obviously through experience and knowledge and certifications and degrees and research, we find some of us are better than others, but I think we all have to start somewhere. So along that lines, I have trainers in my area that I know there's certain trainers that will take an average person and talk them into doing shows, and I think they're comfortable with that average person, and they'll move up the ranks, and then they might leave that person for another strength coach who deals more with national athletes or pro athletes, and sometimes I think that's a nice progression. There's strength coach or prep coaches out there that only like dealing with people that are on a national level, that probably have the genetics to do well. There's prep coaches that deal with the pros. But there's also prep coaches, some of my greatest stories are the guy that has limited genetics, didn't look great, and we took he or she and made changes that they never could imagine were possible, got on stage, got 4th, 5th, 6th, whatever it was. The satisfaction and seeing them and all the improvement is as good to me as some of the wins that I've won and the people that have gone on and received pro cards and so forth. So talk to the coaches' clients, get a feel for what they experience. Try to understand where you are in your journey of bodybuilding. Like I said, I don't think if you're doing your first show, you look up research and find out the top pro prep coach and pay a lot of money at this stage in the ball game. But there are people that are just starting out. I think that's great. They can help you along the way. There are people that you're comfortable with. You always want somebody that you're comfortable with. You don't want somebody that you think is going against anything that you believe in or makes you uncomfortable or is negative towards you or derogatory or any of those things. It should be a very positive experience. And with that, guys, like I said, we'll dive into all kinds of things on this channel. People want to know how I got started in bodybuilding. To me, that's a little bit boring, so we'll kind of get into all that. We'll talk about science. We'll talk about experience. We'll talk about posing tips. We'll talk about workouts, little things that I've learned over the years on how to do certain exercises a certain way, or the mentality you should have when you're doing a certain exercise. And I think all those things can help. I certainly don't think that everything I say everybody's going to grasp and think it's the right way for them. But like I said, the thing that you can do in this sport is be open-minded, listen to as many people as you can, even you prep coaches. There's guys out there that are prepping people. I know guys that I've met that are so wicked smart. They kind of lose me when I'm talking to them, but I listen to them because it's only going to make me a better prep coach down the road and so forth. So keep an open mind. We're going to have fun with the channel. Like I said, when I talk, I'll probably use words that maybe not be in the English dictionary, but you'll kind of figure it out. I might curse here and there, but I want to pass this knowledge to you guys. I love competing. I love the NPC. It's done so much for me. So hopefully we can have some fun and share some stories, and along the way you guys learn some tips that you can take with you in your bodybuilding career or your fitness career or your prep career, and make you better at what you do. All right, guys, thanks, and we'll see you next time.